Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
Hello, viewer KG Auto. First, we just want to thank God, Lord Almighty, for giving us, allowing us the privilege to see another day. It's not a right, it's just a privilege. As the Bible says in Lamentation 3:22, it says, of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed, because his compassion faileth not. They are brand new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Thank God for another day, giving me the strength to do what I do and what I love to do. In any way, we have a 2008 it's a Toyota Sienna. I'm going to be replacing the radiator. This vehicle, the reason why I'm replacing the radiator is not that the radiator is leaking, but I will show you the new one that he bought, the reason why I'm going to replace it. Please, if you're new to my channel, you're quite welcome. If you're a return viewer, I appreciate you. Please consider subscribing and like the video also. It helped me as I continue to bring this great video to you. Please support your boy, that's all I'm asking. Thank you for doing that. But I haven't said that, KG, you know my slogan, let's go. We're getting it right now. So this is the radiator that he bought. He bought this from the internet. But I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing here. Like I said, the radiator is not leaking. So if you look down here, right, pay attention. Right here, by the coolant line, see over here, right here, where I'm touching right now. This is the place that he has a problem. So right here in his home is rusted. So the transmission cooling line that goes through the radiator is leaking over here. So that's the reason why we're replacing the radiator. Because anytime you put a transmission fluid there, the thing just leaked out here, and before you know it, I told him, you don't want to burn your transmission. So that's the reason why we're replacing it. So I'm going to bring you guys along. When I bring it out, I'll show you guys what exactly I'm talking about. So now we're going to go ahead and go to work. After talking, please pray for me. The Lord give me the wisdom, the knowledge, and what to do. So there's a boat right here. Let me turn the camera around now. So there's a boat right here. The one there is broken already. So I'm going to take off this guy and pull up this guy right here. I'm going to yank this guy out from here. Got a set of pliers. And the working pliers, all of that. We can use to do our job. So this thing have a little thing here. Just have to press it. Squeeze that plastic right there. This thing oh, it's okay, you know. So we take that out and put that aside. I'm gonna take this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna take this guy out and go ahead. But in any way, I'm gonna quickly do an oil change on customer car. So I'll pause the video. I'll come back and unravel all this. So it looks like it's going to rain. I don't know how far I'm gonna go with this video, but I'm trying to see if I can get this done snappy. So there's a couple of things I did behind the camera. I took up the battery, obviously, on see this knuckle right here, because sitting right down there, the knuckle has to come out. So I took that off, took up the airbox and all that. The airbox is still there to take up. So now I'm over here now. I think I need to take up this string right here. So this is the next thing right now. So there's a clip underneath here. So take out this. And then okay, this one comes out So there's this the lash go through here, and there's a couple of things also, like the plastic, the hook up right here. You just have to undo that. Once we do that, this thing is out. Put that aside. Now we can see the radiator is kind of rusted, bolted down on this guy right here. So we need to undo all this. Put some penetration on it to undo this guy. So we can take off this guy before we get down to the bottom. So 12, 10. We'll leave it as a 10 and there's a 12. So let me just all this thing out. Put that in there. It's not going to break. Alright, so now go ahead and try the first bolts. See how we go about that this time right here. Let's see how that goes. That one operates. Operation right there. This is a 12. I have my 12 right here. So let's go operate too. Okay. Let's go operate too right now. This one too. That's a good sign there. So anytime you see a good sign, you have to celebrate it. That's a good sign. Take out this 12 right here. Use the horn too. The horn was tied to that thing that I took off there. 12 volts. This is the 10. Do this one right here so we can move a little. It's very good. This is good to have. Trust me, you will love your stuff. Okay, so now we can go ahead and take off this guy right here. Move this side. We're gonna undo that at the bottom there. All right, up here, there's another clip right here. Let's take off. We can go ahead with this guy. Take off this guy. Just doing that, sticking up the clip. You might not see what I'm doing. But like I always say, I'm doing something. A lot of stuff. Sometimes you go behind the camera. Okay, take all that so you can go out there. Squeeze that down. Squeeze that down. Put a screwdriver and let's see if it's it. This side. Okay, much. I always like to use a spark plug. This one is a little bit not too tight, but it'll be fine. So now, I'm gonna lose this guy here. So I want to be mindful with that too. So right here, this time. Within the little cuts. I believe there's two underneath that needs to be. You have to undo that too. This one is going on beautifully well. There's a 10, 210 short bolt. You don't want to put, because sometimes I want to put some of the bolt in a different place. So I don't have to be looking for it when I need it. You know? Okay, so let's see now if this guy is going to come out. This one is bolted to the condenser. So it's bolted to the condenser right there. You can see that. Okay. Anyway, let's see the tie this radiator cut at the bottom there. There's supposed to be another 10 bolt there. There's a 10 bolt at the bottom there that we need to take out. Everything is separate already. So this one right here, this guy, let's see. If we leave this guy, we can get this guy. So let me go underneath and take off the 210. I'm not going to show that. Then we can now take off this radiator. The fan will come out, and we'll continue. All right. So KG, we'll be right back. So both the two bolts at the bottom already. So now this could come out. The fan comes out now. At the bottom here, there's a hose right there, and there's another hose right here at the bottom. Let me see something. Alright, so let me bring the camera and show you what I meant, but I can't show that. Like I said, time will not permit me. See right underneath right here? So there's a see that clump is kind of rusted. Sometimes those things tend to break. But the car is like, what's that? Almost 15, 16 years. There's another one here too. Camera's a little blurry right there. See that clamp? It's a little kind of old. So I'm gonna undo that. Once I undo that, and we'll try to see how we're gonna separate this from over here. Because the bolt is rusted as well. So it's raining anyway, so I just want to explain something on my video. So that the radiator is out, right? Well, this radiator is a crazy radiator, I must warn you. You see right underneath here, right? You see this side? I have to break that side because the bolt was spinning. See right here? So the radiator is bolted. I'm gonna bring the camera so you guys can see. It's bolted down here. There's a bracket down here. So you see this guy right here, if anytime peradventure is spinning, because I didn't want to, you know, people can like do it in a different way, take up the condenser with it. You have to, leak out the freon. I didn't want to do that. So I have to go through a different route. I was able to get through this boat, but this guy right here, this one was spinning. And there was no way I could lose it. So it's a plastic. Since the radiator is bad, I have to like break it off. So this is the reason why I was telling you guys. The reason why this radiator is being replaced is not because the radiator is leaking. I'll make sure that you can see exactly what I'm doing. See right here, this is the problem. This guy right here was rusted, so it was leaking from here. The transmission fluid was leaking from there. So that was a problem. So anytime you put a transmission fluid, this guy just leaked out. So I was trying to tie it, but I see that there's something was tight. So it was just peradventure the thing rusted inside. That was why the radiator is being replaced. So I'm gonna bring you guys back in there to show you exactly what I mean. But it's raining, so I can't be able to video it, but I will just do some explanation. So if you want to do it, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Let me bring the camera. This bracket right here. So this is where the radiator is bolted down. See that? I'll make this hose right here. You see right there? This guy's blocking. Okay, see right there? That's where the radiator is, bolted down. So this bracket, like when a vehicle is like about 15, 16 years, those things tend to be rusted. You see on this side here, you can see right there too. See the boat that I was talking about? This guy was spinning around. So what I'm going to do now, since I get it out, I will just use a grip plier to grip that guy there, so I can be able to unbolt that guy there. So it's kind of It's not just an easy job to do, it's kind of nasty. But see, the rain is raining, so I won't be able to video exactly the way I want. But you understand what I'm talking about. So like I said, it's raining, but there is gonna be this four of this like a bucket nuts that is gonna come with the radiator. Don't forget to put that guy in there, one there and one there. That's where the boat is gonna be bolted in. So I took out the other one with after heating it, all of that is out of there, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the radiator in. So do you guys see the rain? See it's raining? Right there, raining. So the job is open already, so we have to finish the job. So I'm gonna go back in there and put in the radiator. The job has to be finished. Will you agree with me? There's the radiator here. You guys can't see that much now. The rain is coming from Canada. That's all I can show right now. I'm gonna go underneath there and then start to tie the screws. KG, we're doing it, you can see. So if you see what I did right here, right? You see I kind of moved the condenser with the radiator this way so I can be able to get to this boat. Because when this guy is sitting right underneath here, see this rubber? That's for the condenser, it's coming right here. Because this thing is bolted to the condenser. Usually you have to bring it out with the condenser, but I just decided to bypass it because I don't want to, take out the freon. That's why I did that. So if you look at this side too, sorry about the shaking video, you see it's the same thing. So I just have to move it now and put it right on this hole right there. Then I'll start to mount everything. So I get it, everything looks good. So we're doing it. All right, I just wanted to point this out. See this here clamp? If you have the opportunity, anytime you change in this one of these radiators, just buy this, because this thing, when they rusted, the thing seems to give problem. I was having a problem with it taking it out. See, the thing broke off, so I just have to replace it with this. It makes more sense, so it'll be easier for you to do your job. The rain stopped now, so when you look down here, you can see the radiator is in. Everything looks good. I just need to connect this. That's where I'm gonna put that clamp. And on this side too, and all these hoses, I have to reconnect all this. I have to reconnect all this thing. Probably I'll take off this piece, so this one is sitting right underneath there. So and anyway. Yeah, okay. I didn't really get to video this car the way I wanted because of the rain. The rain kind of messed me up. Sorry for the language I'm using. The rain kind of it was too much delay and all of that, so I couldn't do what I needed to do. But this job is not like the other radiator. I will warn you of that. Is a little bit more difficult to do. especially when the vehicle is kind of like an older vehicle, the both stuff are rusted and all of that, but it's doable. You just have to be patient, to do it. You can do it without, taking up the condenser. You guys saw what I did, because I didn't want to, lose the freedom. But that's where I am. Everything is being reconnected, you know me. So if anything, you can always, text me, whatnot, and questions, comments, you know what to do. KG is always going to reply and put you through anything that you need me to help you with. That's what I'm here for. In life, we have to help each other out. Like I always say, there is nothing like I'm a self-made millionaire. It don't happen. Somebody have to help you to get there. I know most of you guys agree with me. So if you have questions and you need to ask me something, just go to the comment section and I will put you through. It's just unfortunate I couldn't do what I needed to do. You guys saw it. If you watched the video, see when it was raining. But we started it when it wasn't raining, but I have to finish it. So we start to finish. That's the way to go. It's just like when you board a plane. The plane is not going to stay up there. At some point, the plane is going to land to your final destination. So that's where we are now. I'm going to put some antifreeze and start the car. Put some transmission fluid, because that was the reason why we replaced this. So everything will be good from there. So I'm going to go ahead now and do this. I'll bring the camera around and show you guys everything that I did, connected, whatnot. So with my giving you my instruction, what I did, I believe you can be able to do it. Because in classroom, when you go to a class, you don't expect the teacher to cover every subject. If not, you will never graduate. So you have to understand that too. But anyway, just gonna put this now and start the car and wait for the fan to kick. Leave out the radiator. Once we do all of that, we should be fine. We're gonna need another antifreeze because it's gonna be like 2. We still have one more. We don't have one more. We have one more. No, we're gonna need it today. I saved some there. Probably I might use that, but there's no tomorrow. We have to bleed the system out so that the car don't overheat. So once you change the radiator, you have to make sure that you bleed out the system. So there's gonna be air inside the radiator. Those things can make the car overheat. Yeah, as you can see, it's getting dark now. But KG has to finish his job. I said I was going to do some more explanation. You see these holes right here? This one right here is connected to the radiator right down here. See that where my hand is? And there's another one right here. Those two you have to disconnect it. Then underneath here, this guy right here is tied under this bracket. When you take off this bracket, you're gonna see 2 10 bolts holding this down. Then when you come here, you're gonna disconnect this guy. Sometimes people might look like I'm walking backward, but you understand is the ring. So right down there, there's a hose right there. So this radiator coat is held by 2 10 bolts or 4, 2 on top and 2 at the bottom. So it's not like it's difficult job, but it's a job that you need patience. You see, you have to take off this guy right here, this one, undo that, then the horn is right down there. That's pretty much it, but it's kind of a hard job to do, I won't lie, because some people have to take that thing off with the condenser, So now I'm just letting it idle for a while so the fan can kick in. As soon as the fan kick in, you know, it's a wrap, you know. So in any way, so this is KG. It's almost 7 o'clock or after 7. It's dark, but I thank God I was able to finish the job. The rain on my body, dry on my body. That's what can you say? It's like an army. When you're in the battlefield, you know what to do. You can't run back. You have to finish the fight. So I'm glad that I finished it. Please question, comments. You know what to do. Please subscribe, like the video as well. I will see you on my next episode. KG. Love you. Shout out to Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island. We are gone.